Hello everyone, I must have been extra good this year because look what Santa brought me. Obviously this is going to be more of an unboxing and review, but this should be fun nevertheless. So I bought this in Japan. There's instructions in Japan and in English, and it's good to watch a couple of videos on this before you buy it, because there are some things you have to know. You have to buy extra stuff. They actually show you on the box you have to have a power pack and you have to buy some sound cards to make it run. So I actually bought this in Japan. Just unbox this for you guys. Bought it in Japan. It does come with one cable. This one cable and instructions in Japanese and English. This one cable allows you to connect your power pack to the sound box. This little tape is just there to show you that it's a speaker, and don't put your fingers on it. So how did I come to buying this? Somebody on my Rolling Thunder video commented that how does it compare to the Soundbox? And the first time I saw the Soundbox, I said, this is really dumb. The train comes from outside, the sound comes from outside the train. So that's kind of weird. I wasn't too keen about it. But then when I looked at some videos on this, some reviews on this, I saw that there was a space for a line out. So I can connect this to my home theater system and make the sound very loud. So I'm interested in that. So we'll be reviewing that today. And also, before I get started into how to wire it, I wanted to discuss the cost of this. Also, I never bought it before because it's a little bit pricey. But that depends on how you look at it. If you're already running DCC and sound, it might not be so interesting to get that, because this is a system that runs with DC locomotives. But at the same time, let's say you have 4 DC locomotives. Getting a good decoder is about $100 per locomotive, so you're looking at $400. And this is about $300 for the Soundbox. So if you have 4, 5, 6 locomotives, it might be not that expensive. Depends on where you want to go. If you like the DCC, then that's another story. But this, I have a bunch of locomotives that are really old and they don't have a DCC friendly frame, so I should be having a lot of fun with this. If you go on the Kato YouTube channel, you will find a really good video on how to wire this, and Mike Fifer also has a really good video on how to wire this. So I will link both of these in the description. I'll give you the simplified version, the quick version for this morning. Let's take a look at the back. So it's not that bad. So this green one goes to your power pack, this goes to the track, and if you have input, AC input with a little controller, you can use that. I'm going to be using these terminals here, which connect to your power pack. So you need this wire, which is a 24-842. So I've got one of these, and I also need to connect to my track using this wire, the 24-805, and I also need to connect to my power pack using this wire, the 24-843. You can see the corner there. I did get one of the sound cards. So I bought the Soundbox in Japan and I bought the sound card in Japan. Turns out they have a big boy sound card available in Japan. I save about $10 compared to buying it in the US. Also, the exchange rate between the Canadian dollar and the Japanese yen is very favorable. So that works out great. We'll be fooling around with the big boy today. You also need a wire like this. It's called a 3.5 millimeter or 1/8 of an inch headphone jack to RCA cable adapter. Connecting it wasn't that bad. I have this bringing AC power from my power pack, this bringing DC power from my power pack, and this going to the track. So that wasn't too bad. Also, I almost forgot, El Jefe also put his sound system with his Soundbox. That showed me that it was possible to do it. So I want you to all go down there, subscribe to him, and watch all his videos. Let's help him out. That will be your good deed for the new year. And just like that, I'm up and running. I've got my big boy on the track. So let's just start this up. So I've got my sound system, my home theater system hooked up, and you can see the big boy is over there, ready to go. There's a little bit of momentum on it. So what do you think? Is that a big hit? Alright, most sound cards have more than one horn sound. So the big boy sound card includes a whistle and announcements. I'm going to show you how to toggle between the different whistles. Basically you have to hold 2 and 1 together till the light flashes, and then you hit 1 and it will toggle between the different horns.
All aboard!
And the announcements.
All aboard!
So I like to have that other horn, not this one. So I like this horn. Hit 2 again, and then I have the horn that I like. Also, make sure you stay till the end, I'm going to show you what else I bought from Japan, including a few more sound cards. And all the sound cards are going to have their own separate video, so you can skip to the one that interests you more, or you can watch all of them. All aboard! Also, it uses back EMF to match the training speed. So you can see as the speed of the train changes, the sound of the chuffs goes slower and higher. Just like the rest of you guys, I only read enough of the instructions to get going, but this is what you can expect if you get a Kato Sound Box as far as how to run it. So you start by putting in your card, and then you have all these options. So this would be for an electric train, and they do have sound cards for these I guess it would be subways or commuter trains from Japan. And you have all these options that you can do. Same with a basic diesel train. You start up the train, you have the buzzer, open doors, brake release, and you have an idle feature, which is F6 to slow down, which is really cool. Coal shoveling, long whistle, release brake, drain the water. Going up hills, it'll change the pitch. And the whistle and drifting, F5. And then long whistle as you arrive to the station, and then water refilling. So that's super cool. And then this one, an electric locomotive again. Oh yeah, they have the ACS 64. So they have an American train even on there, and the corresponding sound card. That's really cool. From Plaza Japan, and I get directly on their website, and I get really good service for them. Let me just show you how neatly all the stuff is packed. They even threw in a little bit of an extra gift for free, which is kind of cool. My daughter told me, because she uses her phone to translate it, that it was an eraser. So I bought a whole bunch of parts for future videos, but I super enjoy how neat this is all wrapped. So let's open that. These were about $3.50 each, and I really like these boxes. So these are, I bought a bunch of passenger train trucks. I do have some passenger trains to repair. I really like these boxes. These are really cool. They come with the little screws that Kato uses. These are Japanese, but I think once I get them on the car, they won't look too bad. They got all the electrical connections. And that brings me to, although these were about $3.50 Canadian, which is not that much money if you think about it. And so I bought a whole bunch so I can repair my passenger cars. And I did not clean them out. I did not buy everything in there. I only bought what I thought I needed. So there's some more passenger car ones. But I had an ulterior motive in there because I'm going to want to repair, use these to electrify some tenders. But I really like this packaging. That is really cool. Also, I guess they all look the same pretty much. So what I may end up doing, so what I'll do is I'll put them on my tenders. I'll put them on my tenders, poke a hole through the tender floor, electrify my tender, so my old locomotive will have better, much better power pickup. And I might just cut the extra length here, cut that coupler, and just put a coupler on the tender floor. I've done that before. That works pretty good. So I did not buy the whole inventory. I left some for you guys. The website is plazajapan.com. The Soundbox was $2.51 Canadian. I saved some money, but they charged me $50 for shipping, and they charged me another $50 for duties, taxes, and import fees. So it does snowball. I also bought this sound card, a D51, which is a steam locomotive, a 282, and that's going to work as well for my Kato heavy Mikados. Actually, any steam engine. So I bought some Z-scale joiners. I bought another Z-scale connectors because the Soundbox will work with Z-scale, and it also works with HO scale. And then I bought some sound cars from other sellers. I bought the Alco PA1 because I just needed to have it. It was really important how much I paid for it. Bought it from the US. And also bought the early diesel with a turbocharger, ideal for a GP35 or an SD40. And also this DD51, which is a generic diesel from Japan. And this one I bought from Trains. It was super cheap, but I'm gonna use that a lot, so that's good to know. I'm gonna go back and run some more trains. So one thing I noticed, when you're using your big boy and your Soundbox together, time goes by really fast. I was gonna do some videos for about an hour this morning. Next thing I knew, it's 11 o'clock. So 4 hours feels like 5 minutes. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. I certainly had fun making it for you. See you soon.